Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my new and improved Multi-Lock Junior pick and gut video. I have worked out the binding order, gotten really good at picking this one, and we'll go through the paces. This one's cool. It's a nice mix of lows and highs. 4 spools, 1 standard in the very back. It is purple rated. So, let's get her open, shall we? To highlight a non-picking project, these are some honest flags. I've gone down and filed and heat treated the whole set to make them much more usable. So now this one holds its own against this one. And this one cost more than the entire 10-piece set of honest flags. So that's the first minute. Let's get this open. There's 3 discrete stages based on level of false set, and the first thing we're going to do is set the standard on 5. We're going to come back and maybe get more of a false set here, maybe not. We should be, so let me see what I'm missing. There we go. All right, so now we gotta gently pull the flag out without losing that false set, and it's really hung up under 1. Stage 1 complete. Stage 2 is setting the spools on 1, 2, and 4. And gotta be real careful here. Watch that counter rotation. There's 1. 2 is the one I always mess up with. In fact, I'm just gonna grab the 13 just for this one because it's finicky. Gotta just really gently burrow under. And there we got it. And let's see if we can slam back into that false set. That'll make 4 easier. Gotta get lined up right. And there we go. There's 4. Now we're in stage 3. There are 2 inner pins left. There's 5. We just got it. And now there's the inner pin on 1. And we're open. Just like that. I love pin and pins. They're really, really cool. So now I'm gonna zoom in on the pinning tray and we're gonna take this apart. See that little mishap up there? I've been learning on this one. Okay, that should work. Let's get in frame and in focus. Okay, lock her back up. This is the part I always have a hard time with, is getting this core out. One of these days I'll get better at it, but no matter how many times I do this one, I always struggle getting the core out, and I've damaged the Bible cover here by doing who knows what. Just all a learning experience here, you know? And gutting is the part that I do need to get a lot better at. So let's find a follower. I'm trying hard to keep this in frame. And now here's the part I always mess up. what the deal is with this, why it's so hard to slip off. And yeah, look at that, the key pushed through. Hey, there's a good view of the key pins. Let's get those back in there. Okay, let's drop them. Oh, there goes the lock. Hope that doesn't count as out of frame. Okay, let's turn this around just so Sparrows is facing up. All right, there is 2 and 5 and the inner one. Let's get the outer one out of there. I think it's because I lubed up the lock and it's like sticking a little bit. Okay, 3 and 4, there we go. Let's just arrange those nicely here. I don't know where my pinning tweezers went. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Let's turn that guy around. So there's all our key pins. Zoom in on those. And now, let's get the driver pins out. And last time I just kind of aborted my submission because I dropped a pin and I did not want like 3 minutes of me looking for a pin in my belt submission video, but bear with me for just a second. I want to find my curved pinning tweezers, which I swear I got out. Okay, for the sake of keeping this as short as possible, I gotta find them. Here they are. They were just hiding behind another tool. All right. 8-minute mark, and we are popping the driver pins out. So let's see here. Spool on 1. Sorry about the sunlight. There's just not much I can do about it at the moment. Let me close the door real quick. There, that should probably help. Okay. Spool on 2. Get the spring. Okay, if any springs don't come out, I'm gonna leave them because I've been gutting this lock lots, and one of them's bent. I'd rather not deal with all that. So spool on 3. I'm gonna do a nice close-up of these after I get them out. This is the part I really don't like. But since I rekey some locks for work, I gotta get real good at this part. So now we just gotta get the standard out of 5. Yeah, reaching back in here's a pain. There we go. And it's in the tray. And all the springs stayed put except for one. So I'm just gonna get a head start on the reassembly. Put that spring back. And now let's get one last close-up. There's all the key and driver pins, 4 spools, 1 standard. Purple belt, we are 10 minutes in. And now I'm gonna put this thing back together and hopefully not drop a pin or have trouble getting the plug back in. I've been through it with this one. Like, for real. And I really don't want to have any more mishaps because I love playing with this lock. Okay, there's 5 back in. Spool on 4. I like using this flat flag to manipulate the pins up in here, because one of the things that's really tricky is getting the little inner pin driver down inside. It went real well on 5, and now I'm having trouble on 4. I wanted this video to be as short as possible, but well, we just do our best, don't we? This one has really given me some trouble. Maybe I need some more light. Let's see. That'll help. Huh. Yep. We have fun with this part, don't we? Take that out. Oh, I put 5 in 4, yeah. And my flashlight's dying. Sorry, guys. All right, let's try this again. And, yeah, I'm kind of snagging it on the spooled part. Seems to make it easier. Okay. That's 3. And 2. Okay, 1 more driver. We are to the real make or break moment now. I mean, I still have to put the key pins back in. That's not the real make or break moment. The real moment of truth is what comes after. And my hands are shaky because things have been going pretty well up to this point. And then I put a pin in upside down. Or no, I didn't. That one's just, yep, that was right. 3. Oh. Yep, that's right. We did not drop them out in order, but I've gutted this lock before. Okay. All right, and if this goes well, that means my video will have gone well. And hopefully this counts for some sort of belt. I know I need another purple lock to get purple, but maybe this will be okay for blue. And look at that smooth reinsertion of the core. That was the part I was really, really anxious about. We got it done. Let's pull the key out. I might just zoom out a little more. I keep coming out of frame. Final reassembly here. What else could go wrong? I could lose a cam screw. But that's about all that could go wrong at this point. One more cam screw. Back in. 16 minutes and 30 seconds to pick and gut the spooled multi-lock junior. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I hope this is good for a belt. I made that pinning tray. I've done up all these flags. I'd be happy to talk more about any of my other projects, but thank you for watching. I'm going to end it right here at the 17-minute mark. Have a great evening.